I'm Debbie Cronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Okay, so I started with a piece of soft succulent, and it is 11 by 4 1/4. And then I have 3 pieces in here. These are going to go inside my card. So this is a little strip that was left over when I was done cutting. And so when I cut my paper, I needed to cut it to 5 1/8, I believe it was. So this is that strip that was left over. And so I'm just going to use it for the bottom here and trim that off. And then attach this to a piece of petal pink. So I've used soft succulent, petal pink, and basic white for my card. And I am using the Designer Series paper that coordinates with this, which is Regency Park. We got a lot of parks. Sentimental Park, Regency Park, Petal Park. Okay, so this is the Park Suite. And so it has some really pretty papers in here. They're so fun. Let me just pull some of these out of here. So there's a polka dot. This is petal pink. There's some brighter colors. There's some balmy blue. Let's just flip through here a little bit. Cute little flowers. This is one of them that I'm using today, this little pink flower. Just some nice basics, as well as, look at that one, that's so pretty. And a nice basic there, that could make a nighttime sky. So I love this one. It's really pretty. They're all so pretty. And then this one looks like kind of like a denim. We have a new embossing folder that's coming out in March that has that pattern. It's really pretty. Especially when you emboss it, it looks real pretty. Okay, so this is the inside of my card. Those don't go inside. I don't put them inside. They go right here. But when I prepare my cards, I put them in the back. I attach them back, or I just have them back here so that you can see what's inside. So let's get started on the front of the card. So I have a piece of basic white that is cut at 4 1/4 by, no, it's cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I have a piece of that beautiful Designer Series paper that is cut at 1/8 of an inch less. So it's that little crazy 1/8 of an inch. So this is going to be, what, 5 1/8. That's where that little piece came from, that little strip that I just put on there. 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then I have a piece of soft succulent that's 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I will put all these measurements on my blog at stampwithdeb.com. And I have a piece of basic white. Whoops, I'm going off there. I should get my glue, my silicone mat out. Okay, and that is just 1/8 of an inch smaller as well. Okay. And that's going to get attached right onto the front. Oh, let's put this on. I hope I cut this exactly right, because I did. Otherwise, it's going to hang over. So let's go ahead and attach that. I should have put that onto the white first. And I think all of these are so pretty. It's just, which one do you want to use, huh? Okay, and then that is going to go on the front of my card with my green glue here. At least it's cooperating this morning. Okay, and I'm just going to center that. Super simple. This is just a really simple card this morning. Okay, now I did, in this Sentimental Park, the dies are gorgeous. So we have this, which cuts out a greeting, these 3. This one actually fits inside. When you cut this one, it cuts right along this edge. And so this rectangle here, this shape, it's not a rectangle, but this shape fits right inside of there. But I'm using these and this flower. So when you use that flower, oops, I forgot to get my petal pink. When you use that flower, it makes impressions. So I don't know if you guys can see this. It's little tiny impressions in those flowers. So that's funny. Now it's picking it up. What did I got on my finger? I picked up a gem. Okay, so I'm going to grab the soft succulent here, and I'm going to stamp the greeting. The greetings on these are teeny tiny. Look at those. They are that small. I'm not kidding. They are little tiny. This is the happy birthday right there. So they are real small. So it must be my phone that's causing my computer to do weird. Because as I get close to my phone, it changes. So I'm just going to stamp my happy birthday right there. Maybe it's too far away. And I'm just going to trim this at an angle. Easy. This is such an easy cut to do, unless you cut it backwards. But it just gives a fancy design with a super simple. It's easier than cutting the flags in it. So I have die cut my 2 stems, and I'm just going to attach that. Now I do need my silicone mat. There's 2 ways to attach these. There's probably more than 2 ways to attach them. But I think the easiest way is, guys, I'm going to move this down a little bit. Maybe that's what's going on. I have no idea, but my computer is not picking up. So, but you guys are saying it's picking up okay, right? You guys can see it. That's all that's important, right? Is that you can see it. Okay. So I'm going to take my green glue, and I'm just going to put some on my silicone mat here. And then this is a dauber. This dauber is used for glue only. And I'm just going to dauber that. Now, if you move this, let's take that little chat out of there first. Okay. If you move this while you're gluing, then you'll end up with glue on the front. So you want to hold it still. And I'm just going to put glue there and put that one so it's going way up over that corner. And then my other one, I'm going to do the same thing on that, and I'm going to find a different location to do it because I don't want glue all over it, right? Now that will just, as it dries up, it will just rub right off of there. That's the nice thing about the silicone mat. And let's move that out of the way. And I'm just going to attach that one over this way. Okay. Alrighty, then I'm going to need another dauber. And I need a pad. So let me grab a petal pink pad. And this is something that we used to do all the time. Don't do it so much anymore. But I'm going to dauber the edges of these flowers, just because I want them to stand out a little bit more. And you could do this with a brush. You could do it before you cut them, and that would give them a little bit more character too. I think I want a little bit more than just the edge, but I don't want too much. Just that fine amount right in between. Okay, so let's put these on. I'm going to put those on with dimensionals. just like that. And the large, our regular size dimensional fits well. And then just attach that to my card. Front. Okay, and then I'm going to do this with dimensionals as well. When I do this, I always want to make sure I put my straight edge along one of my straight edges along the edge there, and then that way I know that my dimensional won't show underneath. And I'm just going to attach this right up in here. I do need a ribbon, don't I? Let me grab a ribbon. This is why I don't have a different studio for recording, because it never fails. There's something I need in my room. Okay, so I'm just going to tie a little knot here, just a gentle knot. I don't want it tight because I want it to lay flat. And this ribbon, when you tie it in a knot, it comes out kind of funky looking. Okay, and then I'm going to attach that with a glue dot. I'm just going to tuck this right under here. Okay, now these pretty little gems is what we're going to use. Let's go ahead and attach this to the front of my card. Just like that. And these are the gems. They're called loose frosted dots. So my thought is, unfortunately, they're not, they don't have glue on the back of them. There's no glue dot on the back of them, but look at them. They're so cute. And they're just so pretty. There's yellow, probably peacock, and a pink. Now, I'm not sure this pink is going to work for this, but I'm going to put just a tiny bit of glue right here. And this is kind of like cleaning off my glue thing because it's messy looking. And get my Take Your Pick tool. And let's see if I can pick up one of these. Whoa, way too much on there. Pick up one of these little gems and put it on here. And if it looks okay. Well, it's pink. Oh, it is. It looks petal pink. It's funny because they don't look petal pink in the container. And there's a couple different sizes too, guys. And there we are. Those are cute. Let's put one more. Oops. We need a little more glue. Let's put one more right in here. And I have enough glue on the tip of my, and I have a petal pink one sitting right over here. It's very interesting because they didn't look petal pink, but once I put them on there, they did. And there we are. That is my card for today. So I hope you have enjoyed it. If there are any supplies that you need, this paper is once again called, oops, not that one, Regency Park. It's number 160559 if you love that paper. And you can order it through stampwithdeb.com and shop. And thank you for joining me today. I will see you next Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. with a new project.